All right, guys, welcome to the pickups channel for February. Look, I made it through the whole month without even making the video too early. I've been super busy, super busy. As you can tell, I need a haircut. Look at this hot, moppy mess. But I did manage to get a couple decent pickups. I really was trying to cut back on spending. I am going to the Midwest Video Game Classic at the end of this month up in Milwaukee. And I'm trying to save money because I plan on overspending there. Anyways, I got some cool stuff I'm going to show off to you guys. Just talk about the games. First, I am going to go over the non-games after I decide I'm going to talk about the games. But I finally picked up this hardcover case holds 2 controllers. And I put one of my Switch controllers in here just to check it out, make sure it fits in there nice. I've wanted a travel case for a while. The reason I finally bought it is because I want to take this up to the Gaming Classic so I can protect a couple of the controllers on the trip. So I finally pulled the trigger on that. It wasn't too bad. I think 25 bucks off of Amazon, which sounds like a lot, but for a two case controller, and it seems fairly tough. Felt like that was a good deal. Most of the single ones on there are 15, so I wasn't going to get any better deal than that. Next, I finally found a good deal on one of the Starlink ships I'm missing. I talked about this in the past. I still think this is an underrated game. They definitely went down the wrong route trying to make it like a Games to Life. But the game itself, I had a ton of fun with. But finally got a good deal on this. It was $10 or $9 or $10 free shipping. That's a nice price because people are trying to get too much for these things off of eBay. So I just keep sitting and waiting until I find a good deal like this. 10 bucks for, even if it was open, $10, I probably still would have paid that for the ship, the character, and the extra weapon. That's not a bad deal. But even new unboxed, even better. Okay. Then everybody's talking about the new Harry Potter game. I'm not going to buy that right now, only because I don't have time to play it, so I'm going to wait till it's a discount in price. But I did find this banger of a Harry Potter game. It's the interactive DVD game. It's probably even better than the new one that just came out. I've never played a DVD game. This might be fun to just mess around with one night with my kids. So there's that. This was a Facebook Marketplace deal I got at the very beginning of the month. It was each of these were $5, so 15 bucks. But it's some old Super Mario cartoon shows. Each one has like 4 or 5 episodes of something. I haven't watched them yet, but I thought that was a good deal. I love the cheesy cover art. I hope that the cartoon is that cheesy looking too, but I thought that would be fun. Don't find very many good marketplace deals where I live, so when I find cool stuff like that pop up, I'm always interested. I did pick up one more Nindroid. I'm not going to make a separate video on this because the one I did of the 2 Persona characters is getting no views. People don't care about Nindroids apparently, which is fine. I think they're cool little figures, but I'm not going to do a whole separate video. But I just thought this figure was super cool, the accessories and everything, but it's Shovel Knight. Sorry about the reflection there, but it comes with like this big treasure chest, and he's got like a couple other different change out pieces. I don't change out Nindroids I put the pieces on I like, and it sits there. So I still think this is cool. I am going to open this and put them up somewhere in the game room when I do some reorganizing. And then the last thing, I was super excited about this. Persona 5 stuff is always super expensive. Obviously, it's like a, very popular game within that group of people that, enjoy that stuff. So anytime I can find, well, this is a book. Books or anything for a good price, I am very excited to do that. And the reason I bought this one is because of the cover art. This has like a Japanese little slip thing, but this cover is one of my favorite like pieces of art from the game. I've been trying to find like a giant poster of this for quite a while, where they're all like sitting on Morgana as the van. I can't find it. But when I saw that cover, I was excited about it. This book, unfortunately, is in Japanese, and it looks like it's more of like a strategy guide or like how to like a walkthrough. So if I ever learn Japanese, I'm probably going to be even better at Persona 5. But the beginning has some very cool full art pages going over some of the main characters. And I think some of the other characters too, like here's Lavenza. So very cool art. I got it for like 20 bucks, free shipping from Japan. So I'm pretty sure they just paid for shipping. But I didn't really want to pay more for a book that I can't read, even though it is Persona and it's got cool art. But I'm happy to add that. Okay, that's all the non-game stuff, and I've already wasted 5 minutes of your time. So let's get right into the games. I have the majority of these games. I have a guy now who lives in a town not far away. It's like 25-30 minutes away, who just like has his garage lined with shelves, and he mostly sells DVDs and Blu-rays, but he gets a decent amount of games in. So I bought some from him last year, and I reached out, and he got a ton of stuff. He's like, yeah, I got a ton more. So I was excited about that. When I got to his place, he told me that he had gotten over 100 GameCube games that he sold for $3 a piece. I was like, oh, come on. So I told him, I'm like, if you ever get that stuff, contact me first. I'll give you a better price. I don't know if he had anything good, obviously, but he, yeah, sold all that. And he said he sold a bunch of other games too, but he does phenomenal prices. For the most part, they're either $1 or $2 or $3. Sometimes there was a couple games he had for $4. I don't know how he decided which ones was that, but man, phenomenal prices on games. So these are all like dirt cheap. I got Soul Calibur 4. I don't know. I haven't played a Soul Calibur game, honestly, probably since the first or second one. I don't even remember the last time I played it. But this has Geralt on the cover from Witcher, so I thought that was cool. So I picked it up, and it's so cheap. So I mean, why not? Then I got Homefront, Halo 3, which I don't have or didn't have. Halo 3 ODST, Doom 3, which I thought was awesome to pick up for $3, and then Tomb Raider Legend. All those for like dirt cheap. He sells Xbox games. All the 360s were $2 a piece. I mean, how can you beat that? And I should say too, like I looked through them all. They're all complete, and the discs are all in nice shape. So phenomenal price on those. So that's it for the Xbox stuff. I'm gonna do the PlayStation now. Here, this is one I didn't get from him. I found this at one of my Goodwill stops. I cut way back on Goodwill, but the Goodwill's like cleaned out now. They're like changing their strategy. They're selling everything online, so I'm just not as motivated to go in there as much. I think I've only gone in there twice this whole month, which is for me cutting back quite a bit. But it's the Marvel Superhero Squad Comic Combat, but it's one of the U-Draw. I don't even have the tablet for the PS3. I only have it for the Wii, so not something I'm probably picking up anytime soon, but it was cheap. I think this game goes for like $8 on eBay, and they had it listed for $3. So 3 or 4, half price. Okay, fine. And then this was cool. This is one of the ones I got from my guy out a little ways away, but it's Hitman Absolution for PS3, but it's sealed. It's still has the, you can hear it. It's got the shrink wrap on it. So I thought that was cool. $3 for a sealed PS3 game, and a decent title. I actually used to like the Hitman games. Okay, now I'm going to get into the PS2 games. These are all games I bought from him. So they were all, I think he sold the PS2 games $3 a piece, but they're all in complete in box. And exciting news, if you watch the channel, I am trying to collect or slowly go for a complete PS2 collection. And with these titles here, I'm up to 401. So I finally passed the 400 mark. So that's exciting. Okay, so here are the games. This is NFL Street. Don't know anything about that one. I thought this was a cool pickup, Rogue Trooper. Here is Stuntman. And I'm glad, this was awesome that I found that he had this complete for $3 because it was at, or I saw it for a decent price somewhere. It was like 10 or 12 bucks or something. I almost bought it. I'm like, that's probably a good price for a Stuntman. And then he gave it, I got it for $3. Like right after not passing that up, I was like so happy I did. Here's a Real Pool. Burnout. I've never played Burnout on the PS2, so that's cool. Another one, Formula One Racing 2001. And then another iToy. This is like the third iToy game I have now for the PS2. It's Groove. It's a cool cover. Not a game I'm super gonna play, but and then another one of the Tiger Woods games I don't have, the 2002. So just like the Madden games, I'm starting to fill up on the Tiger Woods ones, almost finished with those. So that's all the PlayStation. Now for the Genesis, my goal every month is to pick up one Genesis game, just to like slowly build my Genesis collection. And really early on in the month, I found Acme All-Stars, the Tiny Toons game, on eBay. I usually have to go to eBay to find Genesis games. And it was a really reasonable price. I think with shipping, it was only like 15 to 18 bucks. So not bad. try not to spend too much money on Genesis, but you know, for a decent title, I was okay with that price. And then, of course, after I purchased that, I was at Half Price Books, and they had the X-Men game. And I remember, oh, sorry guys, Peach wants to be a little jerk, don't you? She's almost knocked over my camera, or my phone. This one is actually one I remember playing quite a bit as a kid with some friends. And it, you know, it was a game I keep looking for, and every time it goes on eBay, it's like, the price is fine until the last couple of minutes, and then it goes up to like $30. So I just always, you know, kept missing out on the bids. This one is complete. I mean, not complete. So it has the game, and the manual's in pretty good shape. There's like a couple little bends. That doesn't bother me at all. It never has for old manuals, just as long as they're complete and you can separate the pages. It doesn't, however, have the poster, but I didn't care because I got it from Half Price Books for $17. So 17 or 18, right in that price point. So very happy to get that. So I thought I was good. I had 2 Sega Genesis games for the month. And then I found a lot on eBay. And it had a couple games in it that I've been looking for a while. And just usually go for like a little bit more than I want to pay for them. But I won this lot for a phenomenal price. I forget how much, but I calculated it out, what I paid per game after I won, including shipping, and it was like $14 and 30-something cents per game. So pretty good price point, you know, less than $15 a game. There's only one repeat I have in this lot that I already own. I figured it's a complete game, I can sell it off or do something, but that's Animaniacs. I picked this up not too long ago. This one's in a little worse condition than the one I have, so I'm probably going to try to sell it, you know, for a little bit less than I paid for it, just to get rid of it, because I don't want another copy. But that's it. This is the one I was least excited about, because I already had it. The rest of these are pretty cool, or at least cool because I don't have them. Formula One, I think I had that for the PS2, so 2 Formula Ones. This is a super cool game. Super Baseball 2020. I remember renting this at one of my buddy's houses one night when we were little, and just, it was so cool to like play with a sports game with robots. That was, you know, different. Arch Rivals. This one surprised me. This one actually goes for a little bit of money. I don't really know if I've ever actually played this one. I used to play NBA Jam. I loved NBA Jam games. I don't know if I ever played Arch Rivals. This was cool. Paperboy. Once again, I don't know if I've ever played Paperboy on the Genesis. I used to play on my Nintendo all the time. So it's a great game. I actually will probably sit down and play that with my kids one night, because I could probably tear them apart. This one, I was super excited. These last 2 games are the 2 that I've been looking at. I watch auctions on them on eBay, and they just always go for a little more than I want to spend. But this is Alex Kidd in the Enchanted Castle. Once again, these are all complete. It's got the manual, so, you know, I don't have to worry about hunting down parts of them later. And then Sword of Vermilion. So I was actually really excited for this lot. This is a pretty solid lot. You know, just over $14 a piece per each of these games. That's pretty good, in my opinion. So even though I'd already gotten a couple of Genesis games, I had in my mind like what I was willing to spend on the auction, and I got it for like $10 less than what my maximum would have been. So I was really excited. I thought that was cool. And then to in the show, guys, I got some all my Nintendo stuff. I'm going to show you guys what I picked up there. I'll go through what we would consider, most of us, the least exciting stuff. These were 2, one of the trips to Goodwill. There are 2 more Wii U games to my awesome Wii U collection. They're both workout games, so yeah, won't ever play them. This one is still in the shrink wrap, but it's damaged up here. Not that this game will ever be worth any money, but whatever. The Goodwill finally did something right, and they don't overcharge for the exercise games. These were like 99 cents a piece. Okay, fine. I'll pull the trigger on that. I did get, from my guy, that I picked up the majority of these games from. He had 2 DS games, Rayman Raving Rabbit and Pirates of the Caribbean. Which one is this? Dead Man's Chest. For, I don't know what he had the DS games for. They're all super cheap. Either $3, $4, or $5 a piece. They have the manuals, they're complete. Very excited for those. This is a ferret in the background, sorry guys. Then this one was a Facebook Marketplace deal, $30. I was super excited because I've been looking for this game for a while again. I didn't really pay attention to the pictures well enough. When I went to pick it up, like, I felt really bad, like, changing my mind at the last minute, so I ended up getting it. I'm still regretting it. It was a bad deal. I shouldn't have done it, but it's Alliance Alive, which is a cool game. But as you can tell from this hot mess on the front, I didn't pay enough attention. I thought that maybe these were like stickers on the case that I could peel off and clean. No, somebody took the whole insert out, put these stickers on, and like covered the whole thing in masking tape. So you can't even take it off at all. Like, it's the weirdest thing to me. The inside of the game, they did the same thing with like the manual here, and you can't take this off. They like super taped it onto the whole thing. And the game is it's kind of dirty. I was like, oh, so bummed that it's like, that is just so, it's such a crappy copy. And then the worst, this is the worst part, and you guys can't tell this because you're watching a video, but you know when you like go to someone's house and you can tell that somebody in the house is an obvious smoker because it just kind of permeates in everything. Or like if you go to someone's house and you could tell they have too many cats because it kind of just smells like cat pee, or just cats in general. This game smells like the cats were smoking. It smells awful. I don't even know if I want to put it on the shelf with the other games. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I can't throw it away. It's a complete copy of Alliance Live, but I don't want to sell this to someone else. It's like a cursed monkey paw, and it's just, I don't know what to do with it. I don't want to put the game in one of my systems. I don't want to touch this anymore after this or smell it. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with that one. No idea. No idea at all. I got one GameCube game because my guy just had like this and one other, but the other one didn't have a manual. This is NHL Hockey 2005. That's the only GameCube game I got. And then Wii U games, did I get any from him? I think these were all, a couple were from him, a couple were from Goodwill. Rec Room games, I don't know anything about this one. It's just like, looks like a compilation of, more games that the Wii uses to utilize their motion controls. Crazy Golf, I think this is just more of like, no, maybe I don't know if it's just mini golf or what, but it's no way it's going to be as good as some of my Hot Shots games. Here's Wipeout, the game. Okay, Cooking Mama Cook-Off. I think this is the first or second Cooking Mama game I have. I've heard a lot of people talking about these recently. So I don't know. I don't like using the motion control so much. So I don't know if I'll ever play that. Here's Tangled. Super exciting Disney game. This one was at Goodwill. And I just kind of laughed when I saw the cover because I'm like, this is just weird. It's called Mercury Meltdown Revolution. And it's just like a blob. That's all it's on the cover is a blob. But it looks like it's more of like a physics-based game, which could be fun to try. It's got a super hefty manual in it, though. This thing is ginormous. This like adds some weight to it just from the manual, but I don't know. I think that's weird. This might be one to try out someday. And then this is one of the ones I got from the guy. It was, for Wii games he had for $2, but it's Spider-Man 3. I thought that was a cool pickup. It's always fun to go back and play. None of the Spider-Man games now hold up to the new ones on the PlayStation, but they're still fun to go back and look at. And then this one was actually what I would call a score from Goodwill. 99% of the time what they have is just subpar. Let's be nice, it's subpar. But this was on this, just sitting right there. I was blown away. I had to double check it, but it's complete in box. It's new Super Mario Brothers Wii. I think it's awesome. You can tell when they care about a game, they do cool stuff like make the Wii like that shiny, whatever. It's got the red case. It's got all the stuff in it. I can't believe they had this sitting there. That was like the best find I've found at Goodwill in quite some time. So that was exciting. And then I did a decent amount on my Switch collection this month. I did total, here, I'll get to that then. This is just like a duo pack of games. Let's see if I can read the names. Gallic the Void. And then the one I was excited about is called Skulls of the Shogun. And that's because it's more of like a tactics based, like a strategy, a grid system. So I don't know how in-depth it is or if it's any good, but that will be one to actually try sometime that I won't feel bad if I don't finish. But at least I could try it out. And then I did pick up Collection of Mana, only because Secret of Mana is on it. I would like to have time to play the other games, but let's be honest, that's gonna be for retirement. And then I left the manual on this. I bought this, and no joking around, a buddy of mine was talking about, he did a video, go check out his channel, Games with T, about games that can or might become like hidden gems or like hard to find games or more valuable games on the Switch later on. And he talked about this game, and I just bought it like the day before because I thought in my head, I saw the price and I'm like, huh, this game might become more valuable. And it's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle. All-Star Battle R. I don't even know. It's got a crazy title, but it was 19 bucks. So I figured that's a cool one to add to the Switch collection. And who knows, maybe it will become more valuable. We'll see. We'll see with that one. And then this one I was excited to find at GameStop again, super cheap. One I've been looking for is Sakuna of Rice and Ruin. I've heard good things about this game from, a lot of people, from people I know, and then also just from, watching a lot of YouTube and stuff. So I love the art style. I really want to find time to play that one. And then the last one I'll talk about, I finally got a game. I finally went back and I totaled up all the games and how much money I've spent from like all these like limited print companies that, do, small production companies online. The Limited Run, Red Art, Premium Games, what else? Strictly Limited, all that stuff. Between all these companies, I have over $500 games pre-ordered. One of them, from Limited Run, I ordered in January of last year. So at this point, it's been like 14 months and I haven't heard anything yet. So I'm getting a little tired of pre-ordering games from these companies, only because, man, I just don't like waiting that long. So I don't know how much I'm gonna do it in the future, but I do get very excited when one of these games finally comes to me. This one's from Super Rare, and it's called Heaven's Dust, or Heaven Dust, sorry, the collection. I was recommended this game by my buddy Leo. I did look up some gameplay. He said he loves it, but I'm not necessarily sold on the art style mixed with the type of gameplay. I don't know. We'll see. I will give this a shot. I'm playing Persona 4 right now. Golden, that I bought digitally. Look, I actually bought a digital game. I absolutely love it. I'm going to actually be playing that right after I finish this video. But when I finish that, I'm finally going to do Death's Door on the Switch. I want to do that one. And then this one, I might give it a crack and see if I like it after that. And if I don't, I'll just quit, like I do every other video game ever known to man. Alright guys, that's all my pickups for this month. I think I did pretty good. It was a lot of stuff, but in terms of actual price, I spent way less. Very proud of myself. That's hard for me to do. But yeah, I found some great deals. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you have enjoyed the games. If you have any thoughts on any of them, if it's something that I should play as opposed to just throwing on the shelf, let me know. And that's it for this one. I'll see you guys on the next video. Keep trying to find the best angle to make my face look not so fat. I don't think it exists.